are here at our top secret scooter proving ground to check out the Unagi scooter. So far, it's been pretty nice, pretty zippy, pretty fast, but we're going to walk around some of the features and show you how to use some of the stuff right now. I could be wrong, but I think this dinosaur is a little too big to ride that scooter. So we are here at our top secret proving grounds for scooters, and apparently the carnival is in town because we have that going on. We have a very nice Ferris wheel there. But let's talk about some of the items, some of the features that this Unagi scooter has. Great scooter. Looking at it overall, real quick, portability, pretty easy to drop this, and that handle locks in place. Then you can just pick it right up, pretty light. Then you just push these down. There's your kickstand. A lot of stuff's pretty obvious. And then your charge port is right here. And little interesting thing we discovered, I'll leave that open. Interesting thing we discovered, this thing is rear wheel drive by default, which means we can do stuff like this. And something else that's cool is if you look at this screen, forgive it's really bright here, I just put it in all-wheel drive or two-wheel drive mode if you see that little icon there. So by default, if you turn it off, it's just rear-wheel drive. And now it's in all-wheel drive if you need better traction on like a wet surface or something like that. Also, there's a couple other features here. Let me show you. This is your brake, your gas. Then there's actually a button for a horn. Pretty loud. Press the switch once here, the button once, and your headlight comes on. And then if you double tap this button, you can see a number 2 on the screen here. This will actually change your speed from 3, so that's like turtle or low speed. 2 is medium speed, and then 3 is your top speed. And if I were to put numbers on these mile per hour, you're actually getting 9-10 miles an hour. This one is 12 to 15 miles an hour. And then on level 3, you can actually hit 20 miles an hour in the scooter. Definitely a powerful tool as far as like commuting and daily getting around town if you don't actually need a car, or if you're in a heavy urban area where you may not be able to fit a car in certain situations. Some of the things that I'm not a big fan of, there's no suspension. Like if you look at this thing, let me pick it up and show you. There's no suspension on this thing at all. I'm guessing their answer is it's the tires, but when you ride this thing, you feel it. And I'm only calling that out because behind us we have a Segway scooter, and that thing has not just front but rear suspension, independent suspension. So for the price point on this thing, I really would like to see some kind of actual suspension capability here. So wrapping things up here, we have the Unagi scooter. Overall, the rental system, it works. Looking at this Unagi scooter, I can't think of a better recommendation that they go out and buy a Segway scooter, knowing this thing has front rear suspension, knowing you get virtually all of the features here, short of maybe a top speed and all-wheel drive, a higher top speed and all-wheel drive over here. But we'll leave the links for both of these scooters and a few other Segway scooters we have videos on, including the Unagi here, just to let you make the informed decision. Check them out yourself, watch each video. With that, if you like classic cars, if you like muscle cars, if you like tech, if you like scooters, if you like scan tools and DIY repair, Fresh Vintage is your channel. Please like and subscribe, and make sure you keep it between the ditches. Let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed right now. And with this was partially opened here, so I cut it the rest of the way it opened. So there's actually a box in a box. Okay, let me pull this out. While we're taking this out of the box, what you're doing here is you're renting off of Best Buy, but you're just giving Best Buy your money per se. Unagi actually runs the entire scooter program, the rental program. This is an E500 if memory serves correct. Let me put this here. And you're just giving Best Buy money, and then you get a digital certificate, and I think I took a code off of that certificate, and I went to Unagi's website, and I plugged in all my data. I did have to give my driver's license picture front and back, just so I'm not running off with their $900+ scooter. All that to say, once the scooter shipped, it took about 3 weeks, so keep that in mind. It was supposed to be 5 to 7 business days, but they were a little backlogged on getting these out, so there's some foam in here. What I did is I just took, there's an actual thingy very quick that pops the stock up, very sturdy there. And I'm going for the box here that has, I believe, the handlebars on it. I've never actually used a Unagi scooter before, but pull this out of here. There we go. These scooters come with insurance, I believe theft insurance, like check their website to be sure, but it's almost stress-free, no worries. And when you're done with it, you just hit a button on their website, they send you a call tag, you pack all this back up, and then FedEx shows up and takes it away from you. Inside here, as the picture shows, that's the very futuristic looking handlebars, owner's manual, and here's our handlebars here. Very cool, very Star Trek Next Generation-ish looking. And oh, look at that. That pin is the exact same pin, the 4-pin connector that's on the Segway ES1L and the E22 sitting here. So cool to see the similarity there. Rest of the box has the charger and the little tool for the hex here. And all right, let's get this out of here. Nothing else in here holding it, so I'm just going to carefully pick this up. Here's our scooter. It is a rental scooter, so keep that in mind. This is not new per se. You can see the tires, they're not bad, they just look a little worn. And then there's some paint on the back worn down. But I would expect that with this being a rental. This thing, who knows how many miles it has on it. This is what it looks like. Yeah, that's our kickstand. So let's put the handlebars on. Now if this is anything like the Segways over here, there's a couple screws in the front and the back here. So this has to click together, and pretty easy to do. You just have to line up the blue pin and then do this. Oops. Just be careful here so you're not just trying to jam that in there. Here's this, there we go. And let's just do a real quick power on. Okay, there we go. We'll go through that here in just a minute, but I just want to make sure it functioned. And this should just slide down in here. Let's see, go. It's a little tight for some reason, but this stock does look hollow, so it's just a matter of, there we go, there's something in the way. This. And I would say if you're going to buy one of these, this is a great time to put an air tag in that little hole. We don't have an air tag to test it, but we've actually air tagged that scooter there. I never got around to getting an air tag for the ES1L. But if you're gonna own a scooter like this, as some side commentary, definitely consider putting an air tag in there. So in case this thing, no pun intended, grows wheels and wheels away on its own, you can find it pretty quickly, and whomever decided to take it. So 4 hex-headed screws here. And we'll put these in. Let me just tighten these up. I'll be right back. Just tighten these up real quick. She smells the eel. She's like, I want some eel. All right, these are tightened up. One little, get them down to the torque spec of tight. And let's turn this on real quick. We're not gonna go through all the buttons and bells and whistles, but I'm just gonna show you. So there's our screen. And if this is anything like the Segways, you push the button once. Yep, there's that. And I'm going to, dare I do this, run onto Jay's dining room table here, but I'm just going to do this real quick. Whoa, okay. Yeah, this thing's peppy. And for the price tag on one, I would expect it. These are called the iPhone of scooters. If you've not heard that, that's a real thing, the nickname they give these things.